Welcome back to Kavanaugh's Corner. Today on the channel, we're going to be reviewing a new release. This actually just came out today, the day of me filming this, and it is a film that is very well acclaimed in the world of anime. This is a film that I've actually never seen before getting this copy here, and I was really floored by this thing. This movie mesmerized me. It confused me. It just really is a mind-bending anime film, and that is Paprika here, the Satoshi Kon film. This is, I hope I'm pronouncing that name right, but this is a new 4K Steelbook here from Sony Pictures, and I want to say thank you to Sony for sending this out to me. This is a really unbelievable package here. I'm going to just kind of take the slipcover off so you can see all the artwork here. It is a really, really cool set. I'm going to open it up, and you can see it's a 2-disc set. There's the 4K and the standard Blu-ray there, as well as this really just unbelievable artwork that's inside from the film. This has got to be one of the most beautiful steelbooks that I own. This actually may take the cake. I think this is the most incredible steelbook that I have in my collection right now. Just in terms of artwork, I absolutely adore the artwork on this. And it's a matte finish as well, which I really love that more and more of these steelbooks are getting that matte finish. It's so nice. I really love that. But anyway, today on the channel, we're going to be talking about the 4K transfer that's on this, the picture quality, the audio quality, and the special features, because this does come with a ton of special features. So we're going to jump right in here. So Paprika here does come with Dolby Vision. It's an all-new 4K transfer. This was completely restored from all the original materials that were made for this film. And one thing I can say right off the bat, even though I have never seen this movie before, the visuals on this movie are truly stunning. Right from the get-go, the movie has such an unbelievable color palette. It is vivid in a way that not many other films are, and that's due to the absolutely gorgeous animation that's in this film. Satoshi Kon's films are all just really shockingly beautiful to look at, even though sometimes their subject matter is truly not. Sometimes can be a little brutal. But Paprika deals a lot with dreams, and without spoiling the story, the idea of dreams and what they mean is really explored a lot in this film. And the imagery of dreamlike states is shown in a way that is very much unlike a lot of other films out there. And watching it, you can really see how this movie strongly, strongly influenced Christopher Nolan's Inception. There are quite a few moments that Nolan definitely completely lifted from this film and put into that one. If you've seen this movie, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But the picture quality throughout with that Dolby Vision HDR is just a joy to watch. I mean, this movie, even though this movie is not for everybody, just constantly blowing my mind with how gorgeous the color palette was in this film. The movie is crystal clear. I mean, every frame in this movie is crystal clear. Every line, every little animation, everything is just so smooth and beautiful. It is not smooth in a way that you lose any detail level or anything like this. You can really tell that this movie was painstakingly restored to make it look as absolutely beautiful and true to the original intention as it could be. Now, since it is an animated film, I can't really talk about it in the same way as I would a normal film, But I will say that the black levels on this disc, even though they are animated, they are definitely very, very pure. They are so accurate. I was really surprised by how accurate every little color was. Every little detail is totally visible to the eye, and the movie is just an absolute like shock to the senses throughout. I can't give it any higher rating in terms of a picture quality. This is really something to see. And again, even if you're not a fan of this film, I would say just to see it with all the beautiful imagery that you see, and sometimes kind of scary, creepy imagery as well that's in this film, it is a showstopper. So I could really just recommend this disc on picture alone. It is that unbelievable. Now, in terms of audio quality, now the audio quality on this was another thing that I was very surprised by. This has an all-new Dolby Atmos track. Now, the Dolby Atmos track is only the original Japanese audio. So the other languages that I should say are included here are there is a 5.1 Japanese, there is an English dub that is also in 5.1, and a French dub, as well as a Spanish dub. Now, the Japanese, English, and French that are not the Atmos are in 5.1. Those are in DTS HD Master Audio, and the Spanish dub is in a 5.1 Dolby Digital. So if you are going to watch this in Dolby Atmos, you do have to keep the Japanese audio on. And I will say the dialogue in this was crystal clear. There are a lot of different soundscapes that you go through in a very fast fashion in this film, mainly because of the movement and the dream logic that takes place in this movie. And so you're rapidly changing from one atmosphere to another, and then by the end of the film, when all hell breaks loose, there is a lot of different sounds happening, and they are all placed perfectly. The overheads are used really well in certain sequences. I was just very, very impressed with that Dolby Atmos track. That was really, really impressive. In terms of special features, this does have a few new special features. On the 4K disc, there is a little featurette that documents the restoration of Paprika. And that is really interesting to see how they went and actually restored an animated film. It's not something you see very often. Usually that's reserved to like Disney films that are 50, 60 years old. This movie came out back in 2006. So the fact that they were able to go back and restore this movie and make it look better than it probably looked when it originally came out, it's really impressive stuff. So that is basically the one special feature that is on the 4K disc. Now, the standard Blu-ray has a ton of other special features. There is a making of documentary of how they created Paprika, a conversation with the filmmakers about the dreams that are in the film. There is a whole little featurette about the CG environments, because even though most of this movie is like a drawn animation, there are certain sequences that are computer generated, and those are actually really interesting to see. So there's a little featurette about how they did the CG work. There is a featurette called The Art of Fantasy, which kind of focuses on the dreamlike states that you see in the film. There is a commentary by the filmmakers, storyboards and original drawings, a little gallery, and a couple theatrical trailers as well. So what is my kind of take on Paprika here on 4K in this gorgeous Steelbook? I'd say that, again, if you are a fan of this film, or if you are an anime fan in general, this is a home run on a degree that I have not seen yet in 4K. In terms of animated films altogether, this is one of the best that I have ever seen in 4K. And even though this movie, again, this is a really out there kind of movie, I enjoyed it. I thought it was very thought-provoking, very well done. It's very tongue-in-cheek as well, but just seeing the imagery that is made in this film is worth the price of admission alone. So definitely get Paprika on 4K. The Steelbook is gorgeous. Now, the price on this guy is not cheap. I will say, at last check, this thing was around $40, $50. So this is definitely a collector's item as of now. But regardless, I'm going to put a link in the description below. So if you do want to cough up the change for that, if you use that link, I do get a little kickback here on the channel, and it helps me out quite a lot because honestly, if I hadn't been sent this by Sony, I don't know if I could have afforded to buy it. So I understand if you can't afford it. I totally get it. It's definitely not for everybody, but if you do like these kinds of films, you are going to love it. And also, by the way, it does come with a digital copy that redeems in 4K. So it's a great set, gorgeous Steelbook. I know the collectors are going to eat this one up. And yeah, I mean, it's a knockout, another home run by Sony. So if you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel below if you want to see more reviews like this. I review all sorts of physical media, whether they be Blu-rays or 4Ks. I am a die-hard physical media enthusiast. I love movies. I love film. And if you like that, then I hope that you'll subscribe so we can keep building this channel. I really, really appreciate it. I wish you guys all the best. Please stay safe and take it easy.